Antibiotics are like magic bullets. They kill bacteria that make us sick. For decades, they have saved millions of lives. But these lifesavers are in danger. Antibiotics are losing their power. Bacteria are becoming stronger. They are evolving and resisting the effects of antibiotics. This is a serious threat to our health. Bacteria are tiny living things. They are everywhere, in our bodies and in the environment. Most bacteria are harmless, and some are even helpful. But some bacteria can cause infections. Antibiotics work by killing these harmful bacteria or stopping them from growing. This helps our bodies fight off infection. Antibiotics have revolutionized medicine. Before antibiotics, simple infections could be deadly. Now, we can treat many bacterial infections easily. But the overuse and misuse of antibiotics have created a major problem: antibiotic resistance. Antibiotic resistance is a global health threat. The World Health Organization calls it one of the biggest challenges to global health, food security, and development today. Antibiotic resistance happens when bacteria change and no longer respond to antibiotics. When we use antibiotics too often or incorrectly, we give bacteria a chance to adapt. This leads to the development of superbugs that are resistant to multiple antibiotics. Imagine a playground full of children, some with colds. Giving antibiotics to every child, even those without a bacterial infection, is like using a bug spray on the entire playground. While it might kill some germs, it also exposes the entire population to the chemical. This exposure gives the germs a chance to adapt and become resistant to the spray in the future. The more we use antibiotics, the faster bacteria develop resistance. This is a simple but crucial concept. Overuse drives resistance. Every time we use antibiotics, we are essentially rolling the dice, giving bacteria another opportunity to learn and adapt. The consequences of antibiotic resistance are serious. Infections caused by resistant bacteria are harder to treat. They can lead to longer hospital stays, higher medical costs, and even death. The overuse and misuse of antibiotics are major drivers of resistance. This happens in both human and animal health. In human medicine, antibiotics are often prescribed unnecessarily, such as for viral infections like colds and flu, which antibiotics cannot treat. Patients also contribute to the problem by demanding antibiotics even when they are not needed. This pressure on doctors, coupled with a lack of rapid diagnostic tools to determine if an infection is bacterial, often leads to unnecessary prescriptions. In agriculture, antibiotics are widely used to prevent disease and promote growth in livestock. This practice contributes significantly to the development of resistant bacteria, which can spread from animals to humans through the food chain and the environment. Antibiotics are often used as a preventative measure in livestock, even in the absence of active infections. This practice exposes large numbers of animals to low doses of antibiotics, creating an environment where resistant bacteria can thrive. Antibiotic resistance is not just a problem for the future, it's happening right now. People are already dying from infections that were once easily treatable. If we don't act now, we risk returning to a pre-antibiotic era. Imagine a world where simple surgeries become risky again, where routine infections could turn deadly. This is the potential future if antibiotic resistance continues to rise unchecked. We need to act urgently to preserve the effectiveness of antibiotics for future generations. This requires a multifaceted approach involving governments, healthcare professionals, the agricultural industry, and the public. We can all play a role in fighting antibiotic resistance. By understanding the problem and making informed choices, we can contribute to preserving these life-saving drugs.